Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Withings live shopping event. This is Nancy, and I have
Emma.
So welcome. Before we get things started, we're just going to give people a couple of minutes to log in. Maybe they forgot, getting some water, getting a snack before they jump in and everything. So if you are in here, I see Hans. Hi, Hans. How are you? I think you were here last time. So just so that you're not sick of my face, I brought in a friend. Where's everybody tuning in from? By the way, we are in the Boston office. Oh, hi, Tina from Boston.
Ooh.
Our home base. Ooh, Phoenix, Arizona.
Ooh.
Jordan, how's the weather in Phoenix?
Denmark. I would not hate some Phoenix weather today here.
I know, it's so cold. Windy and chilly. Okay, yeah,
Oh.
so same. Same here.
Universal.
Yeah. We are nearing the light at the end of the tunnel here in Boston, though. The sun's staying out a little longer with daylight savings time being, what do we do, jump forward? Spring forwarded.
Yes.
Yep. So that was very good for me to reset and get things going. And the sun setting at, what is it, like 7 p.m., 8 p.m. now is a lifesaver.
Absolutely. Having it not get dark while we're still at the office.
Yeah. We never run out of sunshine here. Okay, Jordan, don't convince me to move to Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, we do run out of sunshine here.
We do, yeah. Especially in Boston too, you can tell Boston people. I'm sure you've heard of our reputation. We get a little grumpy. It's truly because there is no sunshine here until this. What is it, like April?
Yeah. So it's close, but.
Hi, Teddy. How are you?
Hello.
Where is Teddy tuning in from? Paris. Oh, oui. Bonjour. That's awesome. We are a French company, so we'll get into that a little bit later. So yeah, still giving people some time to tune in as you guys are jumping in. Feel free to chat, talk to all your fellow live shopping watchers and such. Okay, just a couple more moments. But yeah, if you guys tuned in last time, you probably saw me, Nancy, and then we brought Emma, who is also a fellow Withinger from Boston too. So this will be really fun that I don't have to do this by myself.
I'm excited. We have a really good topic today.
Yes. All right, we gave people 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think we're good to go, right? Should we get started? Should we All right, so as you guys are hopping into the live, again, I'm Nancy. I am the brand marketing specialist at Withings in the US office.
And I'm Emma. I'm the healthcare communications manager in the US office.
So I'm sure you guys know what Withings is since you've followed us on Instagram. Maybe you're subscribed to our newsletters, et cetera, et cetera. If you're not, you should. But we are Withings. We are a French-based company specializing in connected health devices, anywhere from blood pressure monitors, smart scales, smart watches, sleep mats. And we're really here to help bridge the gap between healthcare and at-home health. So making health a little bit more accessible in your homes. So that's why we are here today. And we wanted to talk about a really cool topic. And Emma, do you want to get into that?
Yes. So in case you missed it, tomorrow is World Sleep Day. So we are going to talk about how our products can help you get the best sleep of your life. So apparently 33% of Americans are sleep deprived. I don't know, that number feels potentially low to me.
Because I'm one of them. Count me in.
So some of you might feel like you're part of that 33%, or maybe the people who are tuning in happen to be the well-rested ones. But poor sleep can be such a drag on your health and a drag on your day. It's sort of like driving with the brakes still on, but sleep can transform your health. So we're going to talk about the devices that can help you upgrade your sleep and all of the tips that you need.
Yeah. So Also, because you're tuning into this live event, we wanted to offer all of you guys 20% off on withings.com. It's eligible through tomorrow, March 14th. So you guys have about a little over 24 hours to use it. And 20% off is not a deal that we really give out that often. So if there's a product that you've been super interested in, make sure you utilize that discount code. Yes, Teddy, I know, amazing. So if you wanted to upgrade one of your watches, if you want to get the sleep mat, upgrade your scale, this is a great opportunity to do so. And it's also a great time to just maybe stock up on some gifts. I know Mother's Day is coming up soon-ish.
Father's Day right after that.
I know you're thinking like May, June is far away. However, I know some of you guys are just, don't think about that. It's time to think about it. So with sleep, let's talk about that a little bit more. Sleep is a fundamental pillar of health, including your heart health. So getting enough good quality sleep, not just hours, good quality sleep is crucial for the body to repair and rejuvenate itself. And sleep duration is just part of the puzzle, but quality sleep inherently improves your health without requiring any extra effort. Stop merely just tracking time with the sleep tracking mat, which I'm going to show you guys. So this is an under the mattress sleep tracker. It's completely undetectable during your sleep, and it disconnects from Wi-Fi at night and automatically syncs with your Withings app. So you just sleep on it and you wake up to your sleep insights on the app. So here it is. Ta-da!
Show how thin it is.
Yeah, it's super thin. So this is honestly one of my favorite products. And I'm just going to show you guys the website as well. So obviously you can go through, and as we're showing you guys this, make sure you add this to your cart, your wants, so that you can remind yourself to get it. But it's honestly one of my favorite products because I personally do not like wearing any type of jewelry or anything while I'm sleeping. Earrings come off, bracelets come off, etc., etc. And the fact that I get to literally just put this underneath my mattress is great because I don't really recognize it at all that it's there. Jordan. Yeah, it's really, really hard finding videos about the sleep pad. So here's the opportunity to show you. So I'm glad you jumped on. So with the sleeping mat, it's a tool to gain insights into sleep patterns and identify potential issues that may be impacting your heart health. And it sells for $129.95. And again, use that discount code 20% off. And healthy sleep cycles are crucial for physical and mental well-being. So, Emma, do you want to go into a little bit about the benefits of the sleep?
Yeah, absolutely. So I love my sleep mat as well because it gives you so much information, and especially around sleep cycles. I think it's really easy for someone to make themselves go to bed at a certain time or get into bed, for example, but that doesn't mean that they're really getting this restorative sleep that's actually going to be really beneficial for them. And so I felt like before I started sleep tracking, I, potentially would be snacking late at night or using screens right before getting into bed. And I felt like I was doing everything right because maybe I would get into bed at the correct time. But then in the next day, if I was dragging, I didn't really know why. And I think it's really helpful to see how my choices are impacting the depth of my sleep so clearly. You really want to make sure that you're getting enough deep sleep and REM sleep to really restore yourself for the next day, because that's how you're going to have mental clarity and be physically ready for whatever tasks you're doing the next day. And that's where that deep sleep comes in, as opposed to just the time that you're spending in your bed.
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely had those nights where I've slept for 10 hours, but I didn't actually. I was tossing and turning all night. It was light sleep. I woke up a couple times during the night. So but there's times it's like 8 hours, but I was in that deep, deep sleep. Yeah, and you can tell the difference.
Absolutely. You can definitely tell the difference.
Yeah. And then also another important thing about the sleep mat is it doesn't just show you the different stages of sleep that you're in. Our sleep mat also includes it tracks your heart rate while you sleep as well. So continuous heart rate monitoring during sleep can reveal really valuable information about your cardiovascular health. Elevated heart rates during sleep can be a sign of an underlying health issue. So if you noticed any consistently elevated heart rates, it's worth discussing with your doctor, and you can easily share this data with your doctor, because you will see in the app, once you pull it up, you have a sleep diary that you can pull that data from and share that with your doctor, or share it with a friend.
Yeah, you can also, in your household, if you get multiple people to sleep mat, you can have a competition.
Yeah, we love the competitions there.
Love a competition. I really like the sleep score because I think that it's sometimes hard to weigh two different aspects of sleep against each other.
Yeah.
Maybe you got a short duration of sleep because any of life's circumstances happened, but maybe it was really good deep sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I like having a score that I'm then able to compare across other things, as opposed to the nights where, again, those 10 hours you're tossing and turning. I think in the morning it's really easy to forget what the quality of your sleep was, or any wake ups you had, and a sleep score just makes it really simplified. So you don't really feel like you're comparing apples and oranges.
Exactly. And like, people have so many different situations in their life too. I feel like, you know, when you're going through a little bit more of a stressful time, and then if you see that impacting your sleep, you maybe want to look at your lifestyle and maybe take a couple of initiatives to change some things up. Clem, this looks amazing. Nothing to think about. Wear, recharge, and I can get insights in my sleep. Love it. Clem, same. We love it too.
Especially when you think about sleep. If you've been going through a patch of bad sleep, what are the odds you're going to be recharging something or setting something up before you go to bed? I know if I've had a period of bad sleep, I am crashing when I can. I'm not going to be charging anything.
Exactly. I don't want to think about having to like make sure I wear something at night, and then it's nice just being able to jump into bed and that's it. And then it pops up on my phone in the morning.
Absolutely. Yeah. Honestly, when I'm on the road, if I don't bring it, I feel like almost naked without it, even though it's not a wearable.
Yeah. Renee, I feel like an app or just a watch can't capture my whole body movement, so this is cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So we just talked your ear off about sleep in the sleep mat. Do you guys have questions on the topic of sleep? Emma's a specialist in this stuff, so she knows more than I do. That's why I brought her. Questions? Comments? Are we good? All right. So I know we just ranted about how much we love this thing and how it's undetectable. How can I get a higher percentage of deep sleep?
Great question. Yeah, I'm happy to talk about that. So with deep sleep, I think that that's where you start to see some of those bedtime routine behaviors really show up. So like I said, you could put yourself in bed at 8 p.m. and, maybe you have 10 hours before you need to get up for work. But if right before that you did physical activity, stared at your phone, maybe ate a big dessert or something like that, alcohol, nicotine, all of those things, you're really going to see that sleep depth impacted. Sleep depth is something that really shines when you've had a good bedtime routine. You've really kind of put yourself into wind down mode, and maybe you've had the room get a little bit colder before bed. You've made sure it's a dark place without a ton of noises and distractions. That's where you'll really see that deep sleep come out. I think that when someone is stressed or they're, having a really bad nighttime routine, so they're not going to bed really wound down, that's where you start to see that suffer for sure.
Yeah, I will say I'm trying to build better habits before bedtime. So I'm trying to read for 30 minutes before bed, but I'm obviously doom scrolling TikTok at night, which is a really bad habit, but I do see that impacting my sleep a lot. Like the other night I did read for 30 minutes and I had a really nice, peaceful bedtime routine, drank my peppermint tea, and then I had some of the best sleep I've had in a really long time rather than just doom scrolling TikTok. So those little things do really help.
Absolutely. I think this week for me was really eye-opening because we had that daylight saving change.
Yeah.
And so now it's so much lighter after work that I feel like I've been pushing my dinner later. And so by doing that, I'm not digested, I'm not wound down, I'm still like it's almost like I tried to go to bed straight after eating dinner, and that's really forced me to kind of plan ahead a little bit better.
Yeah.
Even though I want to be outside, I want to be enjoying
Yeah.
spring, it's still important to get that routine down.
Great question. All right, so remember, buy Withings, all caps, 20% off, okay? All right, so we talked your ear off about the sleep mat, and I know we're like, this is undetectable, but I will say some of you guys really do love the watches. You like wearing something, and we're gonna get into our watches. So our hybrid smartwatches track your sleep. They provide the tools for proactive heart health management, offering actionable data through continuous heart rate monitoring and detailed activity tracking to empower you and your well-being journey. So we have multiple watches in front of us right now. So let's go through. First off, we have ScanWatch Light. We have ScanWatch 2. And then we have ScanWatch Nova Brilliant. And then we also have ScanWatch Nova. There's the box. Woo!
I know, those are so nice
pretty.
looking.
Green, really on theme for the St. Patrick's Day coming up. So a fun fact about our watches, over 12 months, 70% of ScanWatch users who began with a sleep score around 60 experienced an increase in their average sleep score. This is according to an internal study of over 25,000 users with a low sleep score. Over 1,700 improved their sleep. So that's pretty amazing. So yeah, again, let's just go through real quick in depth with each watch. So the first watch is a ScanWatch Light. This one has a white interface with rose gold on the side. This is our entry level smartwatch, but don't let that fool you. Here, let me go on the website and show you guys that. Again, you guys can always check out our website and look at the scan watches there too.
Especially with your discount code.
Yeah, with your discount code, use it. So this is our entry level one. It sells for $249.95, and we have various colors. This is a great entry level watch if you're trying to get into smartwatches. So yes, this does track your sleep. And there is a direct correlation between your sleep and heart health. Do you want to get into sleep and heart health a little bit? I feel like we talked about.
Yeah. So sleep is really important because it allows your entire body to recharge, including your heart. There is a link between hypertension and sleep. And so I know that we're going to talk about the app a little bit more, but that's a huge benefit of the Withings app is for people who are managing a condition like high blood pressure, things like that, being able to see the readings from your blood pressure monitor next to sleep can allow you to also see those patterns, which I think is really important. But you really want a lot of good deep sleep because that's going to allow your heart to fully recover, not have to work so hard. And your heart needs to rest through the night just like the rest of you.
Yeah. So if you are someone who likes to have a wearable on to track your sleep, this is great to use. And it is a really good product to use for sleep. So yes, you can keep your sleep mat plugged in, but these watches have a 30-day battery life. So you literally only have to charge this every 30 days. I think I've gotten away with 32 before, and I've worked out with it, swam with it, wore it all the time, and so you can get a lot of bang for your buck for this.
Absolutely. And the other thing that's really nice about it is being able to really look at that link between activity and sleep.
Yeah.
Because that watch is capturing both. I know for me, if I have gotten a lot of steps that day, if I was outside, being active, that sleep score is going to be so much better.
Yeah. So this is not just sleep. This is all your activities. So you can go to yoga with this. You can swim. You can run. You can lift weights. You can ride a bike. All the things. And so let's see what else. And you can also do cycle tracking too. So I know for a lot of women, your menstrual cycle can sometimes affect your sleep as well. So yeah, you can do all that with this ScanWatch Light. And then now moving on to our ScanWatch 2 series that Emma's wearing right now. Do you want to show it off?
Yes. So I actually have the leather strap on right now because I think it's really soft. But this is my ScanWatch 2. I wear it all the time. Huge fan of it.
Yeah. Do you want to also talk about how your marathon?
Yeah. So this weekend I'm actually running a half marathon in my ScanWatch 2. So anyone who follows me on my Withings leaderboard is going to be in for a rude awakening when they see my step count for the week.
Well, she also wore her scan. We had Withings was actually a sponsor in the Boston 10K for women, and Emma was trying to be so coy about how good she is at running, and she kicked everybody's butt and had the fastest time amongst everybody on our team. So, yeah, it was really fun to compare everybody's results on the ScanWatch. So yes, our ScanWatch 2 range adds a little bit of an extra feature. So you can actually measure your ECG with the ScanWatch 2 and obviously share those results with your doctor as well. Another cool feature is our 24/7 temperature tracking that's only on our ScanWatch 2 range. Mike P, looking for a man's watch. Well, ScanWatch 2, so we actually have just the 38 millimeters, and some men do like the 38 millimeter interface for the watches. However, we also have a 42 millimeter as well that a lot of men usually opt for because they do like the bigger interface. So we have that option for you as well.
In addition to some of those other ones that you were showing before as well.
Yeah. Yes, Mike. 42 millimeters. And I'm actually going to show you another watch that a lot of men love. So give me 1 second. But yeah, this can continuously track your temperature throughout the day and night and notifies you of any shifts in your baseline temperature. So this feature allows you to monitor your body temperature trends over time. This can help you identify potential health issues early on and even before you feel any symptoms. And it provides temperature zones during your workout and recovery temperature after workouts, which can help you better manage your workout performance and recovery as well. And you can check your blood oxygen levels or SpO2. So SpO2 levels are an indicator of overall health, and consistently low levels can sometimes be linked to heart or lung problems. So you can measure your blood oxygen levels on demand.
There's also a score, a fitness level that uses the SpO2 calculation in the app, which is really cool. I like seeing that.
Renee, are there plans to release more band styles and colors? Stay tuned. If we have so many options out right now, honestly. There's also a Tide version that is more eco-friendly as well. But we have leather, we have metals, and they're all interchangeable. You're probably going to switch out your leather one for a silicone one, right, when you run?
Yeah. And I also, sometimes I'll actually go to the gym in my metal one. I have 2 metal ones as well because I really just like how easy they are to wash, and they're a lot more durable than I think they look. They look so pretty that I feel like most people at the gym probably think that I just forgot to take it off. But
so we have our silicone ones, we have our leather ones, we have our metal ones, more metal ones, and different colors as well. Mike P, your son has our watch. Yeah! Now, if you don't have our watch and he has the watch, maybe you can get the Nova, the ScanWatch Nova. This is 43 millimeters, and show him up a little bit. This one's very stylish. I actually just got my fiance this one, and it is very beautiful. It has all the features that I just mentioned previously for the ScanWatch 2, but this is our diver style luxury edition. So
I love the colors that one comes in too.
Yeah. And again, this model and the Nova Brilliant, here, I'll just show you guys a little comparison. So this is the ScanWatch Nova. That is 43 millimeters, which you might find that a little bit more suitable for your wrist. And this is the smaller version at 39 millimeters. ScanWatch Nova Brilliant Edition is our newest watch model. So yeah, here's just for comparison for interface. So Mike, use that discount code buywithings and make your son jealous that you have the one of the newer watches. All right, any questions about the watches? Going once. Going twice.
I feel like normally people have to choose between having a nice looking watch and having one that is like more athletic. And I think that's one of my favorite features about this.
Yeah. Honestly though, like I've worked out with a metal one before and I surprisingly haven't had any irritation, and I have pretty sensitive skin.
Yeah, I really like it because you can clean it. I got a little bit nervous with the rose gold. Like I wondered, like, could this fade? Anything like that? Yeah. Absolutely not. It's still going strong.
Yeah, Mike P. The Nova 43 looks good. Looks so good. Okay. So if there are no questions about the watches, we're going to move on and talk about scales real quick. And you're probably like, what do scales have to do with sleep? And actually, it does have a lot to do with it. So we can't talk about Withings without talking about our scales. We were the inventor of the first connected smart scale. And we've been leading the connected health category ever since then. Our scales offer a range of features that go beyond just tracking your weight. They provide metrics on your heart health too. And all of our scales are FSA and HSA eligible. A lot of our products are as well. So Jordan, you love your Body Smart scale. Woo!
Awesome.
Honestly, like it's so good. It's so good.
I love actually getting the weather forecast because it reminds me every day that I need to step on it, because otherwise I'm going to leave the house and not know what jacket I need.
Yep. So these scales, they're not meant to be diagnostic tools, but they're very valuable monitoring tool that helps provide insights and health data to discuss with your doctor. And another common theme with all of our Withings products is that battery life. So all scale batteries last at least 1 year on a single charge. Yes, 1 year. So a fun fact pertaining to our scales: people looking to lose weight lose 25% more weight if they sleep more than 7 hours per night compared to those who sleep less than 7 hours. So Body Smart, Jordan, the one that you have, sells for $99.95. It offers body composition metrics, fat mass, muscle mass, and it measures standing heart rate. So do you want to talk about why people should care about their body composition?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's been a lot of talk in the medical community about the movement towards body composition lately. So there have been a lot of major medical groups that have just said, just weight alone is not giving us the full picture, because someone who's got a lot of muscle is actually not going to have a weight that looks in range on BMI. And so all these people who have more muscle might be being told by their doctor, oh, you're overweight. And so using body composition allows not only a more complete picture, but it also really allows people to track their progress. So I think sometimes people get really motivated and they start going to the gym and they're building a little bit more muscle, and then the scale's not moving. But in reality, they're having these huge health improvements. And so we really wanted our scale to give people a picture of their health, not a picture of their weight. And so if you're making changes towards your health, you should be tracking all of those changes and getting credit for everything that you're doing.
All right. Jordan. Oh, you got yours in June and use it almost every day, and the battery read about 52% left. That's pretty good.
That's great.
That's amazing. I don't remember the last time I charged mine.
I don't think that I've ever charged mine, which is crazy. But I mean, yeah.
Because I think mine came charged out of the box.
Yes, and mine did too.
I just haven't charged it since. So that's Body Smart. That's our entry level one. So I'm going to go over and talk about Body Comp real quick and just show you guys the website again. So Body Comp has, let's see, can I show it? Mike P, you can order a watch whenever you want, but ideally within 24 hours so that you can utilize that discount code. Oh yeah, there's Body Comp. So Body Comp has all the features of Body Smart that we just mentioned, but also features vascular age, which estimates the health of your arteries. Do you want to talk about vascular age?
Yeah, so vascular age, like Nancy said, is showing you a health score around the health of your arteries, but by making it an age, it's supposed to allow you a good check-in point to say, is my vascular age higher than my age, because that's a sign of potential health risks. And that could be, a sign for someone to maybe make some health changes, maybe talk to their doctor, any of the ways that they can really protect their heart then.
Yeah. So that was body comp. And so Jordan, I think you mentioned you had our Body Smart. If you're looking to upgrade, I think Body Smart is amazing, but if you're just like, I want a talking piece in my bathroom, we have Body Scan. So this bad boy is very heavy. And then I'm gonna unbox it. It's so heavy. Here.
It's so nice looking though.
Ta-da! Do you want to pull the handle?
Yes. I was going to say, to prevent getting a concussion, I'm going to...
Yeah. So imagine if this was on the ground and then you stood on it and pulled the handle out. So this Body Scan is our top tier model. Here. I feel like I just got to work out pulling this up. So it's our top tier model and provides all the same measurements Body Smart and Body Comp does. And then let me just show you the website real quick. So yeah, you'll see that it has the handle FSA and HSA eligible. So if you have those dollars, use it up.
I love my Body Scan.
Yeah.
I think I think people think of it in terms of measuring their fitness as the only use case, and that's really not true. I was surprised to see how many things I actually do with one leg or with one arm where I was getting fully off balanced. Like I was carrying a tote bag to work when I first got it, and it was wild to see what a difference there was in the two sides of my upper body.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and
what side were you wearing it on?
I was wearing it on my left because I'm right-handed, and I would kind of throw the tote bag onto the left shoulder. And actually, since getting my Body Scan, I've started bringing a backpack to work.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Honestly, that's so much better for you anyways.
Yeah. Well, I just started to think, muscle is about so much more than what we think of muscle. Like we think of muscle purely as this fitness goal. We think of it a lot of the time in aesthetic terms, but muscle is very metabolically active, but also muscle is something that provides us with balance and is important for our health. So when I saw that something that's so small and such a daily activity was actually having a huge impact, I was like, you know what, I need to switch this up.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, so with Body Scan, with that handle, what that feature has is that it gives you segmental body composition. So you can see your fat and muscle percentages in your arms, your torso, and your legs. Lots of information there, which is amazing. So it precisely locates areas of muscle imbalance or excess fat to help you increase muscle mass faster, whatever your goals are. So measuring your segmental body composition, you can see if you're losing it or if you're gaining muscle, even if your weight stays the same. And so that scale in our range also takes an ECG as well. So you pull the handle up. It's like all in one health station in your bathroom. And it's a great talking piece because I love when my friends come over and they're like, what the heck is that thing? What? They're just like, oh my God. That's a very intense scale. But it's fun because I'm just like, you step on it, download the app and make a profile because it's just two people right now living in my home. So my friends come over, I'm like, make a profile, let's see. So
it is also really nice that it automatically recognizes who is stepping on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's a nice thing, especially if you're having all your friends make profiles, you don't have to worry that they're going to get your information.
Yeah. Yeah. I've measured my dog on there before. But obviously holding her. So yeah, that's our scale.
So you actually kind of brought us into the point of talking about the app.
I did.
You're getting all your friends on the app.
Yeah.
I actually have a bunch of friends on the app because we have a step contest that I referenced earlier.
That I'm sure you're always winning. So let's talk about the Withings app. It centralizes all of the data and insights from your Withings devices, providing a comprehensive and organized view of your well-being, and it seamlessly integrates with all of your Withings devices. It's free, and there's an updated version called Withings Plus as well, but we'll get into that to a sec. But yeah, if you have a Withings device, the app comes free for you with that option to upgrade and subscribe, where we give you a little more features. So
I think it's really important to see all of the things that impact health all in one app. Like I was saying earlier, noticing the activity and sleep and how they impact each other, so important. And then same with for people who have a blood pressure cuff from us, seeing sleep impacting blood pressure, seeing exercise impacting blood pressure, really, really cool.
Yeah. Renee, what else do you get with the upgraded subscription? Oh, okay. So what's really cool that we just released recently with the Withings app, Withings Plus app, is that we're calling it cardio checkup. So you have the opportunity 4 times a year to submit your ECG results. If you're using any of our devices that take an ECG, you can submit those results to a cardiologist up to 4 times a year, and they will give you your results back within 24 hours. So that's really cool. And it's exclusive to Withings Plus, and you can take this ECG either on your ScanWatch 2 body scan scale and get a board certified cardiologist review of your ECG readings and accompanying health data within just 24 hours. And then you can share this health report with your doctor to follow up if needed. So I forget the average days it takes to get a doctor's appointment for a cardiologist specifically, but even getting a normal physical or getting into the doctor's office is so
difficult.
It's impossible.
Yeah. And most people are not seeing a cardiologist until something is wrong and wrong enough that they're having symptoms. And so this is really valuable because most people don't have the ability to get that review before something is, causing a really late problem for them.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Withings Plus app is $9.95 per month or $99.95 per year. So just think about, like, my copay for my doctors is like $30, and with a specialist, I think it's even more. So just having that is great. And honestly, we said that we're from Boston. We have some of the greatest hospitals in the country, but it's so hard to even get an appointment. So
absolutely,
it's a really great feature to have.
And then even if you do, you're paying to park, you're waiting in the waiting room. There are so many barriers that can make it really hard for people that, this is just one of those things where it's providing them an extra check.
Yeah. So that's our Withings app. So any more questions, you guys? Actually, I have questions for Emma.
Okay.
Since I have you here. So we work in the same office, obviously, but I love me, Nancy, and Emma time. So let's ask her a couple health questions. Okay. And if I don't get into any questions that you guys might have, make sure you ask them in here too. So let's see. Emma, what is the recommended amount of sleep for adults, and how does it vary with age?
So for most adults, it's between 7 and 9 hours of sleep. It does become a little bit shorter as people get older, but like we were talking about earlier, that length of time is an easy guideline, but it doesn't really give you the full picture.
Yeah. And I actually was watching the news or like listening to a podcast, and they actually said that women might require more sleep than men.
Yeah, sleep is an area where there is so much research coming out. And I think another thing is if they're coming out saying, women potentially require more, that's looking at a whole category. But when we think about individuals, there's still a range there too. Like some people just need more in order to function. And, they might see that by seeing when they're hitting that recommended deep and REM sleep by tracking it better.
Yeah. All right. So what are the long-term health risks associated with chronic sleep deprivation, other than being a grumpy human being?
Well, when we think about long-term, there is such a correlation between heart disease and sleep deprivation. It really can't be ignored. Also, there's higher rates of diabetes as well. But then also when we think about a short term, with sleep deprivation, there are more car accidents, there's more workplace accidents. So there's both these short-term risks and these long-term risks. Sleep is just so important for health.
I was driving on the Mass Pike, and there were so many signs that were like, stay awake, save a life, or something like that. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
Marina has a question. How much deep and REM sleep are ideal in average?
So one thing that I love about the Withings app is that whenever I can't remember what the percents are, which I can give you the percents. So you want at least 25% of your sleep to be deep, and then you want at least 45 to be REM. Yes. But whenever you go into the app and you look at your own sleep data, you'll see a color-coded graph and you'll see your own percentages. But then if you ever have a question, there's a little button you can hit that actually gives you the recommendations, which I think is so helpful because occasionally I'll look at the graph and I'll know that my duration was off. So the numbers that I'm looking at are already kind of, skewed in my mind as not being good. But then being able to drop down and see is such a good reminder, and it allows me to really see how far off I was.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. And then how does sleep quality impact physical health, such as cardiovascular and immune function?
Yeah, so sleep is incredibly important for both your cardiovascular system and your immune system to work their best. They both require that you get enough rest. And then when you think about that as like the broader category, also think about the fact that if you are tired, you are not going to be doing as many of the other health behaviors that also impact those. So just in case people missed it, if you are tired, you're way less likely to go to the supermarket, cook healthy meals, exercise, all these things that do require more energy.
Mhm.
So there's both the direct impact, but then there are all these indirect ones as well.
Yeah, I'll be honest, if I'm really tired at the end of the day, I won't cook a healthy dinner or anything. I go straight for the bag of chips and I'm a gremlin on the couch.
Yeah, when you're tired, those salty snacks are just going to taste so good. But, that also adds to these long-term effects.
Yeah. All right. Amazing. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you for that Q&A. Do you guys have any other questions? No? Reminder, use code BUYWITHINGS, all caps, BUY Withings, 20% off all of our products.
Withings is spelled right behind us,
Yes,
fortunately.
right there, Withings. And you guys will also get a reminder around 8 p.m. or so, just in case you forget, because I know we forget sometimes, to use that code, because it does expire a little over 24 hours from now. So because you jumped on and watched this live for however long you did, use that opportunity to use that discount code that we rarely give out. And yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to us chatter. Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you
all right, guys.
for being here.
All right. I think it's time for us to go. Bye, guys. See you later.